Hey, what's up, people? It's it's a really beautiful afternoon here. I'm on the upper side of Manhattan, the upper west side, to be honest. It's very nice outside, really, really nice. But I wanted to do a video about something, and I just wanted to get the perspective of females. I've been putting it off. I've been putting off a whole lot of videos, a lot of ideas that I have. But I just saw this video done by this YouTuber. I think her name is Olivia R, or is it Olivia J? I think it's Olivia R. I'm subscribed to her. And it was about why men wait longer to get married. She was pulling up some studies from Rutgers University or something like that. And she mentioned a few things that is really similar to what I hear from a lot of other females. Like, if you hear one female, you've heard them all, pretty much. And like, I don't know, she was saying something like, some men don't want to get married because they're the so-called players. They don't want to give up their player status or for whatever reason and stuff like that, in typical fashion of how... I don't have an issue with this female. Don't get me wrong. I don't have an issue with Olivia R or 8J. I think it's R. Why do I keep saying J? I don't have an issue with her, really. But, what she said was really similar to the sentiments of females. And the question I keep asking is, and I would like females to answer this, is why do you want to get married? Like, why? And the reason I ask is because a lot of females, they're so hypocritical. Like, I'll give you an example. A lot of them are now practicing this 90-day rule. They love to talk about guys just want to have sex, and all guys want is sex. But really and truly, when you look at it, all females talk about is sex and penises, or about another female they don't like. Most of the times you see females reading a book, it's a romance novel or something about sex. I've said this so many times in my videos. Look at all of these talk show hosts, these female talk show hosts. I thought mainly about like Wendy Williams and Angela Yee. All they talk about is relationship and sex. Just look at The Breakfast Club. Every time they have a guest, Angela Yee, she's always trying to change the topic into sex and relationship. That's all they talk about. But then they act like they don't want to have sex, and when us guys want sex, they're like, oh, you guys are dogs, sex hogs. So hence the reason I ask, why do you want to get married? Why do you talk about relationships so much? Because you act as if you're not interested in certain things or sexual things or relationships, but then you act like you're interested in it. I'm not understanding. What is this concern about getting married? If you ask me, I think it's really social construct. That's really what I think. Is I see a lot of like mothers or aunties, grandmas, they put the pressure on their granddaughters or their daughters to get married. I've seen it a lot. When are you getting married? When are you going to get pregnant? I have a cousin who's experiencing that right now. She's under pressure from her grandma, and I think it's her mother too. They're trying to pressure her into getting pregnant. This is why a lot of women do stupid shit, because of peer pressure, family pressure. But why do you want to get married? Why are you concerned about why men are taking longer and longer to get married? The last time I checked, like, people are free to do what they want and when they want it. There's not a law out there that says people must get married or else you will be fined $100,000 or you'll go to jail. People still have freedom of choice. We have free will. If men don't want to get married, they just don't want to get married. But you see, the thing is, when men don't want to get married, women, they panic. And then they're like, why men don't want to get married? Then they start to think of ways in which to corner men into getting married. So they complain about, oh, well, they can get sex free. That's why they don't want to get married. Oh, they don't want to be real men because they want to be players and have sex with a lot of females. Or, they come up with like shaming tactics, trying to get you to get married. But here's the thing. I keep telling ladies, marriage does not benefit men. In no way. It doesn't. It is of no benefit to men whatsoever. You lose money as a guy. And for the females out there who they're struggling with this, sex is important to men. It is what drives men. We have something called testosterone. Okay? And when men get married, they get less sex. And if they do get sex, it's lousy. Okay? There's no fun in it no more. Men like peace and serenity. A lot of women, when they get married, they try to control these men. Men are trying to run away from that shit. The arguments, the constant chattering, these women up in their spaces, because women do not respect men's boundaries. If he's watching the sports game, she's jealous because the sports takes away from the attention that she should get. If he's playing his video games, she's mad. She's gonna say he's a little boy, and she's really mad because the video games takes away from the attention that she thinks she should be getting. Because everything is just about her. And that's another reason why men do not want to get married, because when men get married, they're no longer individuals. Their individuality is not respected. Because now everything has to be about her. What he likes is of no significance anymore. If he likes chicken, he has to throw that out the window, because now he has to eat what she likes to eat. If he likes to play video games in his pastime, now he has to stop doing that shit, because now he's a little boy, he's not a real man, and real men don't play video games and all sorts of shit. If he hangs out with his boys, maybe like once per month, he has to stop doing that. And trust me, I know. I have friends who I grew up with, and as soon as they got married, their female, why do I say female? Their wives try to cut our friendship. They try to separate our friends from us. And that has happened to me before. When I get in a relationship with women, they try to take me away from my friends. So there are many reasons why men are waiting longer to get married, and why some of them don't want to, because our individuality is not respected. I know females complaining about guys washing their cars, saying that he loves the car more than he loves her. Women are self-absorbent, and they don't like anything that seems to be a competition. This is why mother-in-laws and daughter-in-laws do not get along, because they're both fighting for the attention of the son/husband. Marriage can be chaotic, and men like peace, and men like their individuality, which means they like freedom. We don't mind sharing our freedom, but we have an issue with you trying to take away our freedom altogether. So women have made marriage into an invisible prison, which I think is worse than being in a physical prison. Because the invisible prison gives the illusion of freedom. I'll give you an example. If a guy is married, and let's say he wants to go somewhere for the weekend, just to clear his mind, he's probably stressed, whatever. his wife is not going to allow him to do it. You know why? She doesn't care whether he needs something to lift the weight off his shoulders. She doesn't care about his individuality. Maybe he wants to spend some time with himself. She doesn't care about that. She doesn't care if he wants to have fun. She's going to try to stop him from going, or she's going to go with him. And she's not going because she wants to have fun with him. She doesn't care about him having fun. She doesn't care about that. What she cares about is stopping him from going with somebody else or meeting up with somebody else. Even if he's not going there to meet with somebody else. Even if he's not going with somebody else. In her mind. Because the thing with females is, if a guy is alone, he's talking to somebody else. That's all they care about. Nothing else. They don't respect your individuality. They don't respect you spending time with yourself. They don't respect the fact that everybody has a relationship with themselves. Women don't respect that. So if her husband decides, I'm going there for the weekend, I just want to chill by myself, whatever, she's not going to allow that to happen. Because the first thing that's going to come in her mind is that this guy is going to fuck another female, or he's going to eventually meet somebody there, maybe at the mall or the casino, and they'll eventually fuck. That's all they think about. So they try their best to cloud your space, not giving you freedom to do anything, because they fear that you're going to put your dick in some pussy. I don't get it. Because even if he does put his dick in some pussy, it's not going to kill you. You're going to die. You're not going to die. What's the worst that could happen? It's the female mindset. I really don't understand it. But these are the reasons why a lot of men do not want to get married, and why they wait longer to get married, because it's stressful. That's why. On every level. There's no happiness in it for men. A lot of men will pretend to be happy, but that's because society forces men to shut up. Society doesn't like to hear what men have to say. Thank God for YouTube. Society cares about women's feelings and what women have to say. Nobody cares about men. So a lot of men are in marriages and they're unhappy, but they can't come out and say shit because society will shut you up and they'll shame you and tell you you're not a real man. You need to take care of her. You need to shut up. This is what real men do. Yada, 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 yada. All that bullshit. So fuck all of the studies that all these universities are doing. Ask the guys around you how they feel and listen to them. The world needs to listen to men. They need to listen to men once and for all. You'll get your answers. I'll see you guys later.